Good morning. This is Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And of course, the program replays on the cable services at 3 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. Of course, those of you that reach it by way of the internet, you can pick it up anytime during the day, 24 hours a day. It's archived, and we'll be on the program for a good length of time. Plus, you can go to the photo gallery and look at pictures from the last couple of years, I guess.
Years gone by.
Years gone by. So sit back, relax, whatever you're doing. If you're driving, be careful. And we certainly want to mention right away, before we thank our good sponsors, please buckle up. We see more and more, and I guess since I started this, campaign drive approximately a month ago, I promised you then that you'd have to put up with me for a minute or two each week, reminding all of us to please buckle up. We had some accidents that took place where
recently
5 people got killed. 1 or 2 of them had no belt on.
And it's like the only survivors, 4 out of the 5 passed away, I think. 4 had no belts. The only survivor, or the one that survived the best, had the least amount of injuries, was the seat-belted person. So
right.
Your odds, it doesn't say that you're going to survive a really horrible accident, but your odds are better that with a seat belt, you're the person that comes out with the least injuries.
Just to kind of put this in perspective, there's the young Lejeune boy, I think he's 24. He's from the Port Barre area, it shows. And the Barthram young lady and her son, her father was the
chaplain on the backside of the track.
On the backside of Evangeline Downs for a number of years. In fact, our dear friend Keith Hebert raised goods and some money for this young lady to reestablish her own home, something that occurred in her life that was earth-shattering, I guess, for them. No real money, but here's Keith, another one of his good deeds that he undertakes, and she was the daughter. She got killed, and her son got killed. And so just a terrible and lack of seat belts. Again, it was a terrible accident. Now,
Right.
It was a head-on, but please wear the seat belts. You agree with that?
I'm with you.
100%. 100%. You bet.
That's not.
Okay.
No debate
now we're
on
going to
that.
get a couple of our good sponsors that make all of this foolishness and hopefully enjoyment to you all possible.
How about Carl's Thrifty Way right there in Opelousas? We're just talking about Carl's. If you need medicine, if your pet needs medicine, your vet may call in a prescription for you. Or if your primary doctor is your vet, like Steve was trying to claim.
Yeah.
When he heard I went to the vet, he said, well, you didn't bring a dog, you just went yourself to get checked. You'd be surprised that I made the comment that I had a friend getting gallbladder medication at Carl's, and I had a dog with a bad gallbladder. At the same time, the vet called in the script for me, and the friend was getting the same exact prescription for themselves. So you don't perceive that you're...
Boy, Mama Ma's turning in her grave when she heard that perceive.
That's right. Your pharmacist does a lot of things and helps with a lot of different types of medication for you and for your pets and for everyone around in your family. Also over-the-counter medications, compound multiple medications. Great gift ideas. It's graduation time. It's confirmation time. It's wedding time. Great spot to get good gifts at Carl's Thrifty Way. And one more, let's go with LHC Group, Home Health Care. If you're looking for home health care, they are the folks to talk to. They've also got a health and wellness center right there on Heather Drive that I understand that I'm about to become a full-blown member of. My little boy has informed me. You know, he works out all the time at home. He's decided he just doesn't have enough equipment. So I either have to get in the health club business or just join Louisiana Healthcare Group's health club, which is the easy route to go. You can go work out with the professionals there and get good training. They've also got palliative care, hospice care, nurses in your home, especially equipment in your home. They handle the full gambit of home health care services, all about helping people.
We want to remind everybody that Slimco is having their large, I mean very large, they use the Cajun Dome in Lafayette to host this event. The doors open at 6 o'clock. I think by 7 or 8 the music kicks off, and so it's a fun party for the membership. And of course, 20 scholarships are given, cars are drawn, a lot of other gifts are drawn, and I might add that that's membership. They encourage you to attend at least for a few minutes. Also, received the call.
And they give a car away.
Yeah, well, I said a vehicle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that.
That's a call.
I was sleeping. I fell asleep.
Had a call, and I returned the call, and Roseanne Benoit, the wife of Ebert Benoit, was calling to let me know that her husband Ebert is in Lafayette General Hospital. Been there about a week now, if I recall her conversation, and needs a prayers. I'm not going to go into details, but it's pretty serious. It's got some cancer. You feel that the type of cancer
can be treated. We've had friends with that type of cancer, and even if it's a seriously bad, we've had friends who've come back from that type of surgery.
Good. So please keep Roseanne and Ebert and the family in your prayers, please. And hopefully he can return home and mend at home. It's so much easier, although I'm sure he's getting excellent care. The Boy Scouts annual award event has been rescheduled for July the 12th, 2014. It's going to be held at the Equine Sales Event Center. That's on Harry Gilbo Road. Beautiful new facility.
So right on that exit, right near the big power station, there.
You're going to be furnished a meal. You're going to have a auction, a live auction. You're going to have a silent auction, and then you're going to have dance music by none other than the legend, Lil Kenny and the Heartbreakers.
There you go.
And so it's going to be on a Saturday night. You're going to be able to go out, pass a good time, and the next day you can kind of schedule your church services to fit how you came in the night before.
Yeah, you go early or late, depending on how the head is.
Yeah, that's correct. And if you have any questions, Brian Miller is the event coordinator this year.
Drop us an email or a call, and we'll hunt Brian down with you.
He was an Eagle Scout. I didn't realize that.
And he's a scout leader. I went to the Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society. That was at Donald Gardner Stadium this weekend with our good friend Casey Boudreau, who helped head up a lot of it. But Brian was there with an honor guard with the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts out there to bring out the colors and all. He just does a great job.
On the death side, forgot to mention last week, I don't know if we got into any, we get tied up, any of our recent deaths. Jerry Wayne Cormier, a young man that I saw raised right next to Adelaide and her mom and daddy on South Market Street next door, the Cormiers. And they mentioned his former wife and friend was Beryl Cormier, and that's Beryl Dupre, if I'm not mistaken, Cormier, and the family. Our deepest sympathies to the family. Knew him very, very well, and you and I have we have a few where we mentioned the little Lejeune young man that got killed in that car wreck, but we were at Swallows, you and I having a meeting, a business meeting. And up came two fine-looking young men, boys, but men, probably in their early 20s, wanting to know how Megan was. So that's probably class. Well, she went to all-girls school, but they all run around in town together.
The girls knew the boys.
Where the boys are, and the boys know where the girls are.
Correct.
So we'll get by with that. One was Mike Gallagher. He would probably be the second. Because his father, I see here, or the third, Mike Gallagher Jr. We talked with this young fella, made sure that I let Megan know that they were saying good luck to her this summer in her internship with this federal judge, appellate court judge in New Orleans. On and on. They knew each other well. And I pick up the newspaper and find out that Mike Gallagher, the father of little Mike, passed away. And actually, the funeral will be held at 2 p.m. today, Wednesday. So our deepest sympathies to Diane Doucette, my cousin. Our grandmothers were sisters. and we've never been, close cousins, but we know the relationship is there. And of course, I knew Mike very well, very successful investment broker right there in Lafayette.
Now, he's originally out of the New Orleans area, I think.
I guess so. This must be a college picture, as J.E. would say. But anyhow, we really liked him, and we told that to little Mike, that I knew him very well.
Both of us when we saw the obituary.
Yep. So our deepest sympathies. And do we have any others?
How about a happy birthday? How about a happy birthday to Allison Higginbottom? We just passed hers in the last, 2 days. One of our, I guess you say, graduates over at the Opelousas Area Cerebral Palsy Clinic in Opelousas. Happy birthday, Miss Allison.
A death that took place June the 2nd, 2002, that would be, 12 years ago, was Nick Fakuri, one of my dear, dear friends, motorcycle riding buddies. And, of course, he's survived by Carolyn and Lil Nick. And then we're coming up on Attaway Darbone and my brother John on the 22nd, but we'll wait for those a little bit later in one of the other programs.
How about this weekend? We got the Belmont coming up with the Triple Crown race with California Chrome trying to become the first Triple Crown winner since the late 70s. I understand he drew slot number 2 to run, which is...
How many entered?
That I don't know.
Well, look it up.
Well, I can look it up. Well,
okay,
sure.
And while you're looking that up, I'm getting you out of my way for a second here. On June the 14th.
Yes.
It's going to be the 2nd annual car and motorcycle show being held over at Toby's Lounge and Reception Center. That's the Wayne Doucette family putting this event on for the 2nd year. First year was really nice. I attended it this year. In fact, I've got Ramp going to check on my little red and silver 46 Chevy pickup. I'm not going to enter it as a contestant. I'm just going to bring it there to show it because I was pushed and my arm was twisted by Wayne Doucette, my cousin, by marriage, and from the country like we are, that's cousin. And Wayne reports that lots of interest is being shown. Perfect time of the year for these car shows. Remember, I showed a big car show I attended 2 weeks ago over in Vidalia, across the river, the little river there, the little bayou there, the Mississippi River, when I was visiting at my little secondary home in Natchez, Mississippi. No admission charge. Come out, see some of the very, very nicest cars, plus visit with your friends. And we have 55 seconds left.
11 horses.
11 horses.
How about this?
Not a bad field.
Maybe you want to go and see, of course I do have a date, June 21st at 8 p.m. at the Evangeline Downs Event Center. You must be 21 or older to win. You can win tickets for Percy Sledge and dinner for 2 at Blackberry's, tickets to the concert, and a meal for you and your honey bunch. Text the word Percy to 64636. That's 64636, the word Percy. You can hear when a man loves a woman.
And we'll be coming back in a few minutes with a lot of pictures, and we're going to show our Bi-State Fishing Rodeo held this past weekend at Toledo Bend. We're going to show you a lot of beautiful pictures of Cypress Bend Hotel and Resort and Golf Course.